Charles pushes Harry further away with fatal blow for monarchy, flatly chases Sussex away from the UK. Fears have erupted over an inevitable feud between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and the rest of the royal family ahead of their next visit to the UK. International dating and relationship coach Christiana Maxian said she believes their return is imminent, particularly for a brief visit. With the passing of the Queen, there is no doubt that family dynamics have changed, and I'm sure Harry's father, King Charles, would want him at his upcoming coronation. The feuds are inevitable, even in the royal family, but she added it was typical that a man will take his wife's side in a disagreement. Harry's return could cause a lot of turmoil in the family, but his bond with Meghan could strengthen in a possible us against the world fashion, which always leads to more exclusion and battle. In addition, if Harry and Meghan continue their attacks on the royal family or are seen to be tarnishing the monarchy in any way, their titles could be in jeopardy. Following King Charles' accession to the throne following the passing of Queen Elizabeth, alterations are needed across a number of issues, including the appointment of councillors of state. The councillors of state take the place of the monarch while they're unable to perform official duties temporarily due to illness or in their absence abroad. The issue was brought up in a debate in the House of Lords, which asked if it is suitable for Prince Andrew and Prince Harry to continue to hold the position. Councillors need to be close and know what's going on to stand in for a royal. It's right that Harry and Andrew stepped down, and Catherine, Sophia or Edward could take their place. The Lord Privy Seal noted that the Regency Act 1937 outlines the arrangements of triggering a regency and the appointment of councillors of state. Does the minister not think it was time to approach the king to discuss the potential amendment of the Act, and in particular Clause 6, which at the moment defines regents in relation to their line of succession to the crown? Otherwise, are the government happy to continue with a situation where the Council of State and regency powers may be exercised by the Duke of York or the Duke of Sussex, one of whom has left public life and the other of whom has left the country? This comes as both Harry's tell-all memoir and the couple's Netflix docuseries are primed for release, potentially by the end of the year. The docuseries will follow the sure-to-be controversial Season 5 of The Crown, which will be released on November the 9th, and cover the tumultuous 1990s in the royal family, including Charles and Camilla's affair, Charles and Princess Diana's divorce, and Diana's untimely death in a Parisian car accident, among other controversial events. Now that Harry's father Charles is king, Harry and Meghan's children Archie and Lilibet are entitled to be known as Prince and Princess, as they are the grandchildren of the monarch. But if Harry and Meghan continue to speak out, Charles could unleash what she calls his ruthless side, keeping titles away from not just Archie and Lily, who heretofore have never had titles, but also stripping Harry and Meghan of theirs as well. We know from their past ventures looking at Oprah that they're not afraid to be critical of the institution, that there have been some pretty low blows. But I'm hearing from my sources, and I think this might be at the root of it, that we could be prepared to see the king's ruthless side in all of this. Charles is not going to stand back and let the family or the institution, the reputation of the crown, which is everything to him, be tarnished or indeed trashed. Certainly not by members of the royal family.